And there they go.
All right, Mike, at Santa Anita Park on Saturday, March 5th, we have the San Felipe Stakes, a grade 2 race worth a $400,000 purse, but also worth 50 Kentucky Derby points to the winner if you're not trained by Bob Baffert. And he's got 2 of the 7 entered in here. But I will say it's nice to see, Mike, that this is a Derby prep at Santa Anita. They got 7 horses and only 2 of them from Bob Baffert, not a combination we often see here. You and I have a personal investment in the 5 Doppelganger, who was 4th in the San Vicente Stakes last time out. 2 Forbidden Kingdom, just his outside the 6 horse. I don't see how, as much as I love Doppelganger, I don't see how you don't play Forbidden Kingdom again in this spot. What do you think?
Well, I'll be interested to see what the prices are. Forbidden Kingdom I is a horse that I like. As these races stretch out, I like less and less. And so each step forward is another question mark with him. And Doppelganger should be getting better going longer. So that, like, you have one horse that's going to go in backward, one horse going forward. And then you just got to wonder how Baffert's going to react to last weekend when, everything blew up at Arkansas. He obviously wants to have a good weekend this weekend, so we'll see how aggressively he goes after these horses. This is a tough race for me because I believe that Doppelganger is more talented, but man, I mean, absolutely wonderful race last time from Forbidden Kingdom. And so it's all about whether or not Forbidden Kingdom can get the lead as easily as he was able to last time, and then if he's able to hold the distance. And those are going to be the 2 major questions going into the race.
Yeah, Doppelganger, if you didn't know, is named he is a son of Into Mischief, and so they named him Doppelganger because they thought that he looked exactly like his sire. His sire was a multiple grade stakes winner, so let's hope that he can live up to that one as well. What's interesting to me is that Bob Baffert does have 2 in here, and that the other one is Armagnac, a horse that broke his maiden last time out, his second asking over this course and distance. Velasquez was aboard. He went gate to wire. The third place finisher broke his maiden next out, but Armagnac on debut was behind Wharton, who didn't do that well last time out in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, a very distant third, and then got Thunder, who is in a maiden special weight after this race on the card. So do you have any worries about Armagnac, because this is Velasquez and Baffert, and they're striking it a little over 50% right now?
I think this might be almost a rabbit to Doppelganger. And that part of the idea was we don't want Forbidden Kingdom loose on the lead. Because last time Forbidden Kingdom essentially ran in front of 3 Bafferts, right? And none of them pressed, and he was able to go wire to wire. I wouldn't be shocked if this is the response to that in a way, where this is, we've often seen the quote unquote Baffert blocker out in California, where you have that horse that's going to kind of sit outside the pace horse and then push everybody 3 or 4 wide on that first turn. I wouldn't be shocked if this is kind of the Baffert rabbit, and that they're going to send this horse up front to just pester Forbidden Kingdom to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen in this race it did last time.
Doug O'Neill, a trainer who's won more than his fair share at Santa Anita Park, and a 2-time Kentucky Derby winning trainer as well. He's got Happy Jack and Worst Reed Sanchez in here. Happy Jack, interesting, because last time out the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, field of 5, he saw 4 horses in front of him the entire way and was never engaged. He's back here. Maybe the rail draw will help him a little bit, but Worst Reed Sanchez maybe a little more intriguing to some people. Debuted on dirt, didn't win, but became a turf winner. Actually was a nose away from being a 2-time turf winner. He is by Square Eddie out of a Tappet mare. So, yeah, turf makes sense. Dirt and distance starts to get a little bit questionable, doesn't it?
Yeah, I want Square Eddie's 1 turn on the turf more than anything. So the stretching Square Eddie's around to anything over a mile, you start to kind of scratch your head. Obviously, the bottom side with Tappet's great, but it doesn't seem like either of these O'Neill horses are really going to be a factor in the end.
All right, so we've talked about pretty much everybody. Cabo Spirit, the 7 horse, is a turf stakes winner who was second, a very distant second last out to Messier in the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, but over this course and distance. And then you also have Beautiful Art, who broke his maiden while in for a high price tag sprinting. So out of this field of 7 here, you're going on top with Doppelganger. What are you doing?
I'm probably going to end up picking Doppelganger when it all comes down to it. I think it's a 2-horse race here. It's Forbidden Kingdom, it's Doppelganger, and I don't think Doppelganger was fully cranked last time out. The workout reports have come back absolutely stellar for Doppelganger, that he came out of that race and it's all systems go. I think you're going to see a different horse on Saturday. I think the Doppelganger takes a big time step forward. It's between him and Forbidden Kingdom. I feel like this is a race where you got to single one or single the other. I wouldn't go too deep playing them, so I'm probably going to be singling Doppelganger a lot of stuff here.
So Doppelganger on February 12th worked 6 furlongs, heads up with Country Grammar, who went and almost won the Saudi Cup last weekend. And then on the 19th, he outworked Newgrange, which made me excited until I saw how Newgrange ran in the Rebel Stakes. If you didn't see how we reacted to that, go to our YouTube channel and check out the Rebel Stakes reaction. It's a lot of fun. So Doppelganger, I was a little nervous about that, but he did outwork Armagnac for his last work prepping for this. So they're both in here. I'm with you. I think Armagnac, it's a little bit of a rabbit spot. If we want to go for a long shot, I don't know if we're going to get 18-1 on Cabo Spirit again, because he did get a very distant second to Messier, who a lot of people think, if he wasn't with Baffert, would be the number one Derby prospect. So long shot, where do you want to go?
Man, I don't know. This is one of those. It's like, who do you want to pick for third, right? It would probably be Cabo Spirit that I think is a live long shot underneath. I do think it's a little interesting that the inside O'Neill horse, Happy Soul, is in here. It doesn't make a ton of sense for him to run that horse back in this spot. So I wouldn't be shocked if that horse outruns its odds, although I'm still not sure it's going to be able to really compete with the top two. But either the inside or the outside if I'm looking for a price in third in the try.
Make sure you check out racenews.com. We have the inside track to the Fountain of Youth Stakes wagering guide, which is covering all 9 stakes races at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, March 5th. But as an added bonus, because of all of the Kentucky Derby action happening, we're also including full previews for the San Felipe Stakes and the Gotham Stakes, which will be at Aqueduct on Saturday. That's all included. Go to racenews.com. Check out the inside track to the Fountain of Youth Stakes wagering guide, available for sale right now.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels, never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,